Hello, Gio. Welcome to this video that we have put together on how to access your Backpay. My name is Karla Sanavia Veas, and I'm one of the outgoing co-presidents of the Graduate Employees Organization, the GEO, and also a social work steward. Bram, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Bram Osterhout. I'm a PhD student in plant biology and a steward for the School of Integrative Biology.
Wonderful. And special shout out to our colleague Praneeth, who is a member of the communications committee and graduate student in engineering, who was also part of the behind the scenes work for this video. Before Bram takes it away, explaining how to use the Backpay calculator that was created by students like us, by graduate workers like us, I'm going to show you how to access the calculator. So you can go to our website, which you're showing on the screen, uiucgo.org, and you can scroll down on the home page to where it says GEO Backpay Estimator. You click there, and that's one way to access the calculator. The second way to access the calculator is by going to News and Events, News and GOL. GOL stands for GEO letter. And when you click there, you're going to go to our most recent GOL on May 1st, May Day. You're going to click on the GOL. And that specific GOL includes a lot of information, including healthcare, back pay, officer elections. And you're going to go to where it says information about raises and retroactive pay. And the GEO calculator is linked right there. And now my colleague Bram is going to walk us through how to use the calculator to estimate your pay. Take it away, Bram.
Thanks, Carla. So a bit of background on the new contract. Retroactively starting in August 2022, the new minimum wage for a 9-month 50% appointment will be $21,230, and there will be a reappointment raise of 6%. For the academic year 2023 to 2024, the minimum wage will be $22,000 and $22,080. If you're an assistant, meaning a TA, GA, RA, or PGA represented by the GEO, these increases will apply to you. However, even if you are not represented by the GEO, the administration has informed us that the same increases to the minimum wage will apply to you. Additionally, reappointment raises will apply to any assistant who held an assistantship at any point before fall 2022. If you were an assistant at any point between August 2022 and May 2023, you will likely be eligible for retroactive pay for the months that you were an assistant. Now let's talk about how much money you can expect. If you are a first-time assistant, your new wage will be either your current wage or the new minimum wage, whichever is higher. If you are on a reappointment, the new wage will be either the new minimum wage or 1.06 times your old wage, whichever is higher. If you received a reappointment raise from your department at some point in 2022 or 2023, the retroactive increase you can expect will be the difference between that raise and the 6% appointment raise. So let's go through the calculator. First, click I understand next to the legal disclaimer at the top, explaining that while all assistants can expect the provisions of the contract to apply to them in terms of pay, the GEO can only legally represent the bargaining unit, which includes TAs and GAs. Moving on to step 1, select yes if you were appointed in fall 2022, and then enter your gross wage. To find your gross monthly wage, go to your earnings statement, which is linked above, and look for the taxable gross entry on your earnings statement. Do this for example, the last month, basically any month except January and December, as these are counted as partial months and will not reflect the gross wage that the calculator is expecting. As an example, we'll use the pre-contract minimum monthly wage of $2,144.44 on a 50% TA ship. We'll do the same for spring 2023. And then move on to the second column. This asks if you were reappointed to this position. The administration has clarified that the definition of reappointment is quite broad. Reappointment to any position during the current academic year counts as a reappointment if you held any assistantship prior to fall 2022. We will select yes and we'll enter the same minimum wage. Confirm that you've entered all details accurately to the best of your knowledge, and then you can calculate your back pay for May. The larger number is the amount that should show up in the taxable gross entry on your earnings statement, while the number below reflects the portion of that which is your retroactive pay for the academic year 2022-2023 for those semesters when you held an appointment. You can also calculate your new wage in September 2023. Note that this is the minimum wage that you're entitled to. Your department may choose to raise wages above the mandated minimum or the minimum that's stipulated for you based on the reappointment raise. Put in your appointment percentage and calculate. And you can see the new minimum wage applied to this example. And that concludes the tutorial on how to use the Backpay calculator, and I'll hand it back to Karla.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Bram. One friendly reminder we want to tell to everyone here, as Bram very clearly explained, all of this was one thing that we have a union, a very strong union that fights collectively for our community to make sure that we have these rights and resources. So please consider, if you like your Backpay as you're seeing above in your screen, please consider signing a membership card today by clicking on where it says join us above the GEO Backpay calculator and become a member of the union today. So now the last thing we're going to show is how to access the grievance form. So the grievance form, let's say if May comes and you did not get access to the Backpay that more or less the calculator is showing, the calculator could be a couple of dollars off, but it shouldn't be an overwhelming amount of money off. This is the form that it's also available on the GOL that was sent on May Day. So basically, the form explains everything that Bram said with much more detailed information. And if you scroll down, the form is going to ask you some basic contact information so we can get a hold of you, right? Your email, your full name, your net ID, and UIN. The reason we ask this is that in case you have a grievable case, the university needs this information in order to process the grievance. And then the other questions are basically questions very similar to the ones that you entered in the Backpay calculator. What was your employment category? What was your unit, department, etc., and amount? So answer all of those questions to the best of your abilities. And at the end of the form, you are going to attach two documents. The first document is the notice of appointment. This is the document that is sent either to your email address and you sign or click agree to the terms and conditions of your employment, right? Your appointment, your supervisor, etc. And then the second document is what Bram showed you of your earnings statement, which is where you access your gross pay, and you're going to attach it today. There. Friendly reminder that if you're a GEO member, make sure that when you check your earnings statement, make sure that the university is deducting the proper amount in dues so we can make sure that our union is properly funded by our contributions to the GEO. And lastly, you will mark what is your grievance specifically, whether if you were not fully compensated, not compensated at all, etc., and include any further details that you want to share with the grievance committee. Our two grievance committee co-chairs, Ben and Dante, are looking forward along with the grievance committee to support you if you do not get the according amount of back pay in your paycheck on May 16th. Wonderful. Well, anything else you want to add, Bram?
No, I think that's everything.
Great. Thanks again for watching. And if you have any further questions, make sure you contact Ben and Dante at the grievance committee, grievance@uigo.org, or the general GEO email at geo@uigo.org. Thanks for watching. Share widely. Bye-bye.